7 proven signs that show how long you'll live after 70. If you're between 65 and 80, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Feel your chest rise and fall. You've walked through decades of laughter, loss, love, and learning. And you're still here, still standing, still curious, still growing. That alone is something truly beautiful. Today, we're going to talk about something that might surprise you, not about wrinkles or medicine, but about life itself. Specifically, 7 simple signs that can quietly predict how long and how well you might live after 70. And no, they're not about luck or genetics. They're about how your body and mind still speak to each other, even now. If you're between 65 and 80 and can still do the following things, you're not just aging well, you're aging wisely. Each of these 7 signs has been scientifically studied, backed by researchers who spent years tracking what separates those who merely age from those who age with vitality. So stay with me until the end, because the last one, number 7, might surprise you. It plays a bigger role in longevity than most people realize. And before we begin, if you find wisdom, comfort, or encouragement in this kind of video, please take a moment to subscribe and tap like. It truly helps this small channel reach more wonderful people like you. All right, let's begin. Sign 1. You can get up from a chair without using your hands. This might seem like such a simple thing, standing up, but to scientists, it's one of the most powerful predictors of your remaining years of independence. When you can rise from a chair without pushing off with your hands, it shows your legs, core, and balance are all working together in harmony. There was a famous study from Brazil that followed thousands of adults over time. They discovered that people who could get up from the floor or chair without using their hands were significantly more likely to live longer than those who needed support. It's not just about strength, it's about coordination, control, and resilience. I remember George, a retired school teacher, telling me once, "Every morning I test myself. If I can get out of my chair without groaning, I know I'm doing all right." And he'd chuckle with that proud little grin. So think about the last time you stood up from your favorite chair. Did you lean on the armrest, or did your body lift itself with ease? If you can still do this, it's a quiet victory, your body's way of saying, "I'm still strong enough to carry you forward." Sign 2. You walk at a steady, natural pace. Your walking speed tells more about your health than most tests ever could. Researchers at the University of Pittsburgh found that an older adult's usual walking speed can accurately predict their lifespan, even more than age or chronic illness. Why? Because walking speed reflects how well your heart, lungs, muscles, and brain work together. Maria, a lively 78-year-old I once met in a senior center, said, "I don't run marathons anymore, but every morning I walk my dog, Bella. We do 2 laps, slow and steady." That daily rhythm kept her balance sharp, her heart strong, and her mind calm. So think about your own pace. Do you stroll with confidence, or do you notice yourself slowing down? There's no shame in slowing. It's just your body's way of asking for more movement, more care, more love. If you can still walk at a comfortable, natural pace, even for 10 minutes a day, you're nurturing one of the strongest predictors of long life. If this resonates with you so far, please tap like. It truly helps others discover this gentle reminder of strength and hope. Sign 3. You can balance on one foot for at least 10 seconds. Balance might seem like a small thing, but it's one of life's quiet miracles. In Japan, researchers discovered something fascinating. Older adults who could stand on one leg for 10 seconds or more had a lower risk of brain aging and longer lifespans. Why? Because balance involves more than just muscles. It's your brain, nerves, eyes, and joints working in harmony. Andre, a 74-year-old widower, I started doing balance practice every morning after brushing his teeth. He said, "It's not about showing off. It's about reminding my body that I'm still here." If you can balance like that, even briefly, it's not just physical strength. It's your nervous system whispering, "I'm still alert, still connected, still alive."
Sign 4. You can remember names, stories, and details clearly. Memory isn't just about recalling the past. It's the thread that ties your heart to your story. Studies from Harvard's Aging Brain Project show that older adults who stay mentally active through reading, storytelling, or conversation preserve cognitive function far longer. But it's not just about mental exercise. It's about emotional engagement, talking with friends, sharing stories, keeping your curiosity alive. I once spoke with Evelyn, age 82, who still leads a small book club at her church. She said, "As long as I can remember the characters, I feel like my mind is still dancing." Think about your own mind. Do you still recall the names of your neighbors? The lyrics to your favorite song? Those memories are living proof that your brain is still nourished, still awake. If you can recall and connect like that, it's a sign that your mental pathways are strong and your spirit is vibrant. Sign 5. You still feel curious about life. Curiosity is life's secret fuel. It's what keeps your brain young, your heart open, and your days meaningful. Researchers in the Journal of Aging and Health found that older adults who stay curious, who continue to learn, explore, or engage, tend to live longer and report higher happiness levels. Jerry, who's 79, recently started learning to play the ukulele. When I asked him why, he smiled, "Because I never got the chance before." That spirit, that willingness to try, to wonder, to laugh at yourself, is what keeps you alive inside. Think about what still makes you curious. Is it nature, music, technology, a grandchild's new hobby? If you still wake up with a question or a spark of wonder, that's not small. That's your soul saying, "I'm still in love with life." If you're enjoying this message, please subscribe. Every week we share gentle, uplifting reminders that growing older can be a beautiful chapter, not the end of one. Sign 6. You feel grateful, even for the small things. Gratitude may not seem scientific, but it's deeply tied to longevity. In fact, studies from the University of California found that people who regularly express gratitude have lower blood pressure, better sleep, and stronger immune systems. It turns out the heart and the mind listen to each other more closely than we realize. When you wake up and notice the sunlight on your curtains, or when you smile at a grandchild's laugh, even through tears, that emotional warmth physically changes your chemistry. Maria, the same woman who walked her dog Bella, once said, "Every day I find something small to be thankful for." Some days, it's just the smell of coffee. That simple ritual of gratitude can lengthen your life, not just in years, but in quality. If you can still find joy in the ordinary, peace in the quiet moments, you're already living longer and better than most realize. Sign 7. You still have a sense of purpose. This perhaps is the most powerful one of all. Scientists from the University of Michigan and the Rush Memory and Aging Project discovered that having a clear sense of purpose, something that gets you out of bed every morning, is linked to longer life, lower disease risk, and sharper thinking. It doesn't have to be grand. Purpose can be as simple as tending to your garden, writing letters, or being the one your family turns to for advice. I once met Margaret, age 84, who said, "Every morning I ask myself, who can I help today?" She wasn't rich or famous, but her life was overflowing with meaning. Purpose gives your life direction and your body a reason to keep going. Think about yours. What still gives you joy? What makes your day worth waking up for? If you still have something or someone that keeps you going, that's not just emotional strength, it's biological resilience. Your purpose keeps your heart steady, your mind sharp, and your years abundant. So, my friend, how many of these signs still show up in your life? Can you rise from a chair without help? Do you walk with steady rhythm? Do you remember stories, laugh with curiosity, and find gratitude each day? Even if you noticed a few areas that need care, remember this: it's never too late. Your body and mind are extraordinary machines, capable of healing, growing, and adapting at any age. And every small effort, every walk, every smile, every kind word strengthens not just your years, but your spirit. You're not just aging, you're evolving. You're proving that wisdom doesn't fade, it deepens. So take pride in how far you've come and look forward, not backward, because there's still more life, more laughter, and more love waiting ahead.
Thank you for spending this time with us today. If this video inspired you, please subscribe, like, and share it with someone who could use a little encouragement. Your support helps us keep bringing more inspiration and wisdom to wonderful people like you. Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and stay strong, my friend.